Hey, I'm Danny, and today I wanted to talk about the Bushnell Launch Pro. Specifically, what can you do on this unit without a subscription? So this unit comes with a 14-day trial of the Gold membership, and I've recorded some content while using that. It gives you 25 courses, opens up third-party app connection. There's a Silver subscription for $199 a year, but I wanted to look at what happens if you don't want any subscription for this unit. So this is just going to be a quick and dirty video. I'm planning on buying the Silver membership, but I wanted to show you what comes without a subscription on the basic tier, I think as that's referred to, before I do that upgrade. So I think this will be the first in a series that I might do on what can you do without a subscription for each launch monitor, because there's so many new launch monitors coming to market and it's unclear what you can do without a subscription on each of these. So we're going to start with the Bushnell Launch Pro. Without a subscription, in my experience, you still get club data, you still get ball data on the display when using this in a standalone fashion. But on the PC, FSX Pro also works for me, and it gives me club data, it gives me ball data, it lets me do dispersion, it lets me do all kinds of stuff that I'm kind of surprised. Now, I couldn't get this to work with the app on my phone, but the PC app FSX Pro seems to work just fine. FSX Play and FSX 2020, they both stop you before you can even fire up the app. They say you need a subscription to do anything, and the only option is to exit out. Let's take a look at FSX Pro and what you can do in the range there. Pretty solid practice experience, but you can't connect to GS Pro or any third-party apps, so there's really no way to play virtual golf unless you have a subscription of some sort. But if you really just want this to take to the range with you, to take to the course, and maybe occasionally to hook up to the sim and play in the driving range, you can do all that without a subscription if you want to, so check it out. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And one of the things I do want to be clear about up front is that Foresight's documentation, it's pretty ambiguous. It doesn't really mention anything about club data without a subscription. So I was surprised to see that I have access to club data on the device, and I was surprised to see that I have access to the FSX Pro app on the PC. So I kind of see those features as something Bushnell could take away at any minute, because neither of those things are really published on their webpage or any documentation right now. But if you're curious, it works. I want to show you what that looks like. If that goes away, I'll be sure to update you. But for now, it was a pleasant surprise. So as I mentioned, I'll be upgrading this to the Silver subscription and running through what that includes. If you're interested in more content on the Bushnell or any other launch monitors coming out in 2026, make sure to like and subscribe. I've got the FSX Pro app up right now, and this works even without a subscription. As it turns out, FSX Play and FSX 2020, they won't even fire up. They say you need an active subscription. But in standalone mode or hooked up to the PC with FSX Pro, I still get ball and club data. I still get a basic driving range here. .171 carry, 186 total, club speed 83, club path is there if I want it. I can see it on the device as well. So I still get all of the data points I'd expect, and I still get a pretty decent driving range experience. I can change the camera angles, I can look at my dispersion, and some other things I'll walk you through here in just a second. If we want to look at some of these other data points, maybe we want to see angle of attack, we can put that up here as well. So you can customize the parameters you want on screen however you want in the FSX Pro app here on the driving range. And so I think you really actually get a lot of utility without a subscription. I kind of suspect Bushnell or Foresight might take this away at some point, but as of right now, without a subscription, without paying anything, I get a pretty nice driving range, and I get all my ball and club data on display on the device, even for standalone use. That's more than a lot of devices give me without a subscription. So even without a subscription in this driving range mode, it looks like I can set a target, and I can set a green here, so maybe I want to set this out to 172. All right, so I've set a target up now, out at 172 yards. Let's hit another shot here with the 7-iron and see if this gets us close. I've also turned on the chase cam so we can see what that looks like in this range as well. All right, not bad there. 181 total, 165 carry. So when we're in target mode, I kind of like this. We can set that green to easy, medium, or hard. This shows us how many greens we have in regulation. Pretty solid experience without a subscription. I wish we could connect to third-party apps. I wish we could do something else, but if all you need is driving range or data analysis, you can get by without a subscription with the Launch Pro. So one of the other things that's nice here is we can go to this flight tab and we can look at our dispersions and we can pick whether we want to look top down or look at the side view to see what our trajectories were like. Here we can see all of the shots from the top and from the side view at once. Kind of nice. We can see all this without a subscription. Table view shows us our shots, all of the data points here. And if we go to club view, this shows me my club path. We don't get face impact with the Bushnell Launch Pro or with the GC3. That really only comes with the quad. But, you know, pretty solid readout, pretty solid display of data. Down the line view, comparison, dispersions, club data, all here in the FSX Pro app. So even without a subscription, when I'm using this in standalone mode at least, not hooked up to a device, I can see I still get ball data, I still get club data. I got club path, efficiency, club speed, angle of attack. That stuff all still comes through. Kind of surprised to see that. I didn't think club data was included without a subscription, but appears so. I'm not sure if that's a bug or a feature, but I'll take it for now. I was at the PGA show this year with PlayBetter, and there's all kinds of new equipment coming out. There's a new square launch monitor. There's a new launch monitor from Par Breakers coming out at $799. Really compact, felt really nice. Blue Tees has a launch monitor. ShotScope has a $200 unit. Doesn't hook up to SIM, but it's great for on-course use. Tons of new stuff. So subscribe, stay tuned if you want to get updates on that stuff. If you've got questions or things that you'd like me to check out, let me know in the comments below. Again, I'm Danny. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll catch you on the next one.